See ya.
There we go!
Get going.
Oh.
It's gone.
Gone. All right, there you go.
I feel like you got that one.
All right, our second tip to developing more power is our bat angle. Our stance, that's our customized signature to our swing. Now, there are certain parts of the swing which I would agree a lot, you know, no matter who you are, you have to somehow get into that general position, but your stance is your stance. So when I'm talking about my bat angle, this is at the peak of our load. So if you ever watched a Josh Donaldson video where he's talking about hitting, or if you checked out my other videos, such as my launch angle video, you'll see I talk about that stretch or that load before we swing. So with that load, we want to make sure that we have a nice angle to our bat here. Okay, we don't want to be straight up and we don't want to be flat like this. When our front foot's landing, that stretching point, that bat should be splitting the back of my head right here at an angle. All right, so I always like to tap just very lightly to make sure my bat's right there and it's not straight up. Okay, so if my angle's here, I'm gonna have a nice aggressive scap load with my back and my back elbow. That's gonna get me in a nice strong position to launch. We don't want our hands to be too far away from us. We want them to be nice and close to that shoulder right before we fire that back elbow. So here's what that looks like. So there it is, guys. The bat angle, I call it the power load. All right, we want to make sure that we get into that same slot before we attack. You're gonna have a much shorter bat path, but you're not gonna limit your negative movement to start your kinetic chain to run into the baseball. So there you go, guys. There's tip number 2. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.